Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000. The rest of you left out there, shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, Judas Iscariot will not burn in hell because there is no hell. So the topic is on hell, whether there is a hell, and if there is a hell, will Israelites burn in hell? IUIC says a large number or the majority of Israelites will burn in hell forever. Meanwhile, Esau gets a break. They just go into slavery. They can fresh smell air. They can eat. They can get some sleep. Them high holy days, they can chill out. But no, you Israelites, that ain't right. You're going to burn in hell forever. Because you can't say, well, Esau going to burn it. Well, how is Esau going to be a slave if he's burning in hell? Or the other nations. And if Israelites, any Israelites go to hell, if there is a hell, which there's not, that's a fairy tale. Goes back to the RCC, the Roman Catholic Church, and it even goes back beyond that. The emperors of Rome used to, the Senate used to teach the people, if you speak bad against the emperor or the Caesar, you will burn in hell. Goes back to the Babylonians. It goes back to scare. It's a scare tactic, a fear tactic rather. So anyway, we do know that IUIC teaches that there is an actual hell that you burn in forever, which they're clearly going off on. So they're guilty of, taking away from the law, taking away from the word, and taking away and adding to, which if they don't repent from that, they're going to be condemned. But they're not going to go to hell. They're not going to burn in hell. But I have a question to the IUIC. You guys keep changing and rearranging things in the scriptures. Meddle not with them that are given the change. We can go back, 4 or 5 years maybe. You guys wasn't teaching that there was a hell. You were teaching that the lake of fire is Babylon the Great on fire, and that's it. And so had the Lord come to save y'all, the deliverance, 5, 6 years ago, and then let's say it's true that there is actual hell, if you're not right with the Most High, if you take away from the scriptures, add to the scriptures, you're going to be condemned because you're going to be taken out of the book of life. So that means if the Lord had came and delivered the members of the IUIC or came for deliverance, none of y'all would make it. All of y'all would wind up in hell. So what is it? So now I was watching this video yesterday and I sent it to Apostle Gabar. I believe I sent it to three of them. I sent it to Apostle Gabar, Apostle Orion Lobman, Bishop Sakaran. And I said, go to the 3-minute mark, I believe, or 3:35. So anyway, this is HODC, House of David camp. I haven't seen Barak in a while. I don't know if this guy fell off. I don't know what happened to him. Somebody let me know what's going on with Barak, which he's a part of, one of the leaders of the HODC. So anyway, and a lot of them are passing. A lot of brothers that we knew, a lot of them have passed on. Mike Allah, which I knew very well, he had passed on a couple of months back. But they're good now because they're in the spiritual realm. So anyway, it says Edom's, they got it kind of jumbled together. Edom's hourglass is finally empty and out or whatever, part 2. So I'm just going to let this is Banyamyan, Elder Banyamyan. I'm going to let him say what he got to say. And then they're going off too. I don't know if they saw some videos that IUIC did and said, oh, that makes sense. Let's start teaching it. Because I know you didn't teach that shit back when you was at One West. I know y'all didn't teach that back during the time of the house of David during that time period, during that era. So these guys are waxing worse and worse. There's no such thing as an eternal hell that your spirit burns in forever and ever. The rich man and Lazarus was a parable. And if that parable was true, or if that's not a parable and it's true, was at Luke 16, then when we're in the spiritual realm on the right hand side, we're going to actually go to that window, use that for lack of a better word, where you're going to see people burning in hell. If your grandmother, she's going to be in there burning in hell. Your children, if they ain't right, they're going to be burning in hell. And you're going to be able to see them, and you're going to be able to speak to them. And they're going to ask you to come give them a cup of water. That was a damn parable, man. So anyway, let's let me let you just hear it. I'm not gonna make this. I'm not trying to make it not. Try to not to make it long. Try not to make it long. So you can't say, well, we're putting words. They never said that. Well, here it is.
All right. So Yahushua knew all those things.
And let me say this too. This is going around where you got people. It's a thing where you got Israelite groups. GMS doesn't do this unless they're a cop or something. They brothers talk to other brothers, or brothers talk to sisters, or sisters talk to sisters. And this was when I first heard this in among the IUIC camps. They tape each other, so they'll say, well, they'll bring a person to counsel, and they'll say he said this, that, and the third, and then the guy said, well, I never said that. Then the guy brings out a tape of recording of him actually saying it, which is wicked as hell. And that reminds me of the movie Battlefield Earth. They did that. When you watch the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of the movie, I was watching it, and they would set people up. The Cyclops would set people up. They would say, you got to do this, that, and the third for me. And he said, I ain't going to do that. He said, okay, if you don't do that, I'm going to tell, it was called Home Office, I think, that you said this, that, and the other about this particular individual. And he said, I never said that. Then he pulls out the tape and lets him hear it. See, you did say that. So this guy would have to comply to what he's saying to do. That's wicked as hell, man. And now what's happening, I've been kind of watching, not really into it, but what is it, Trap With Us with you got Judah Mack, and then the other brother, I forget this brother's name. I heard his name, I forget his name. They're going back and forth with what's his brother? Starts with an M. Somebody help me out. The brother, he from New York. He's original One West, dark skinned brother. He used to be down with HODC, and he had moved out to the West, so he got cool with them. But they're going back and forth, and I don't know which ones are bringing in, but I don't know if it's Judah Mack or whoever, because I don't watch all that. There's a lot of gossip and shit going on. You know, I can see if you're getting on a brother about your scriptures, but if he said this about your sister, and this, that, and the third, I never said that, I got a video. But I believe that's something that, if that's going on, that's something that, if Judah Mack is doing it, that's something that he adopted from the IUIC, which is totally wicked. Hey, if I find out I got this guy I'm cool with, and I'm finding out that this guy when we have a conversation, he's secretly taping me, I'm cutting him off. I'm cutting him off. He's a persona non grata. He's a nobody to me. I would never do no shit like that. I would never do no shit to Apostle, any of the men. I would never go around with a fucking tape recorder wired up. What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers, man? The fuck is wrong with y'all? And that goes back with Captain Uriah. What's the Levite brother? Labakah's brother. I forget his name. It starts with an M. Ma. He said, tape everything. He said, I remember him saying that. I don't have the videos with me, but I can find it. He said, record everything. You never know. It could come back and bite you in the ass. So they're telling you, look, when you speak to certain brothers and sisters in IUIC, make sure you have a hidden recorder and record what they're saying. Because if they say something negative about the leadership or another sister or another brother, or said that they never said it, but you got it on video, then you go to counsel, and when the guy said, I never say that, and you pull out a gun, I would, look, if I was a part of that shit and they did that to me, I would get up and leave right then and there. I said, I'm no longer part of the IUIC, I'm out this bitch. I don't even think, Sakari don't do no shit like that. Hakar and Hassad don't do no shit like that. GMS, anybody in GMS that's doing some shit and we find out about it, you out, man. You a persona non grata. This is some fucking wicked ass shit. And if there is a hell, you niggas belong in fucking hell. You take me and bring up some shit, furniture start moving around. Cause I'm leaping on your ass. I'm putting paws on your ass. I'm putting hands and feet on your ass. And there's a cat, an actual cat, with a a video camera or a GoPro, and he looks at this other cat, and that cat looked at him, and he had that spirit, I'm gonna kill your ass, and started racing, running, and the other cat said, well, I ain't fuck this motherfucker crazy. That's how I'm gonna be on your ass, man. Anybody fucking tape me, man? Anybody fucking taping me? And you in Israel, brother? You a non-person. And if I was in the car when you said that and you crossing the street, I'll run over your ass and back up over your ass, which I'm not gonna do. That's from the depths of hell, man. That's complete wickedness. And we know for a fact that the IUIC does that shit because of the brother. Help me out with the brother's name, Labakar, the Deacon Labakar's brother. He said, you never know. Record everything, brothers. You never know. It could come back and bite you in the ass. That's what he said. That's what he said. And there's video. The videos are still up. I'm not going to bring them up. Now you can tell me I'm a liar. I never said that. I said, okay, I'll bring up the video. I can find the video. Unless that site is taken down. You know? These guys have councils and they'll have like a, when I remember the council when you had Judah Mack and I can't believe, help me out, brother, give me his name. I forget his name. I know his name, I forget his name. And they were at the council and these guys were like getting on them, you know, whether they did wrong or not. I didn't see the whole, I saw parts of it. And they got so pissed off that they said, F it, we out of here, we ain't dealing with this bullshit no more. And Captain Uriah, he saw this and he said, this is wicked. And he said, I'm leaving because I'm no longer part of the IUI. And not too many words. I'm no longer, and I got that video. He brings out a whole lot, and he's like a lawyer. He brings out nothing but facts and then he filters them through the scriptures. And I'm listening to this dude. Hold up. Somebody's coming in. Let me let them come in. Hold up. Bear with me for a minute.